Welcome to this space that has created for you to hear the messages directly from Spirit straight to your ears. All messages are general messages. This is for anyone who is tuning in. Any message can be applied to anybody, even though it's general. And if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. But there's still lessons that can be learned. Spirit, what's the first message? What you got? Tell me what's up. What would you like for me to share? What would you like for me to share, Spirit? Quiet a little bit, huh? I'm feeling a real stillness, calm, almost peace and tranquility. Like the calm after the storm. No, there's typically a calm before the storm. Everybody knows about the calm before the storm. But this is more of a calm after the storm, like a sitting and a waiting, like trying to see what's next. Almost like it's a time of celebration. It's a time of coming together. Now this could be there's someone here that wants to come together with you. We have someone who wants to come together. But it's like, it's quiet. It's quiet. They're not saying anything. Probably doing a lot of thinking, a lot of overthinking about the situation. Meanwhile, we're sitting here calm, cool, collected. Not saying that there aren't any issues going on, but whatever is happening in our world currently right now, we've been able to find a sense of peace, calm, and tranquility in it. Almost to the point of discontent and boredom. Like, it's so calm, it's so peaceful, it's so tranquil. You appreciate it, but it's starting to get a little boring. Right? Like it's like the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle, the end of patterns that you've done away with, and now it's like open, empty space. Anything is possible, but because there's so much that's possible, you don't know which way to go. Like, you're just sitting here just waiting for what's new. This is actually a great place to be in. It's a perfect place to be in, because from this place, like, you could go in any direction and there won't be too much resistance for you, because you've already cut the cords with people and things and stuff that don't serve you anymore. And you could, any decision you make, you could walk in that direction, in that path. But I would caution you to choose wisely, to go in directions that are going to be leading you and helping you and supporting you in the path of the journey that is going to be most fulfilling to you. Don't hop back into some stuff because you're bored. Close the door. Close the door. Close all the doors. The doors should be closed. But don't open them. Lock them bitches. Don't look there again. It is what it was. It is what it has been. It's not different. It takes a lot of motivation, dedication, and drive to change one's behaviors, actions, thought patterns, mindsets, and it doesn't happen overnight. It could take months. It could take, years, really, depending on the type of person. So, and the skill set that they have. So, whatever you've left behind, trust your intuition. There was a reason why you left it behind. There was a reason. Any more messages, Spirit? Next message. So, we're sitting here and we've overcome all these obstacles and challenges and the difficulties that have been presented in along the path. But now it's the obstacle now is you don't know which way to go. You don't know what to do, but I bet you do. You just think you don't know which way to go. All you have to do is kind of sit for a while. Turn off all the distractions, the TVs, the videos, the games, the people you're talking to, and just kind of commune with yourself for a moment. Commune with yourself for a moment and just allow your subconscious to let the messages or the insight or the visions arise to your conscious so that you can see them clearly. It might take some time. You might need to fast. You might need to change your diet up for a little bit. All lively food, all food that soaks in sun in order to be produced, like fruits, veggies. All of these things clears up the vessel so that you can receive messages so much clearer and accurately from Spirit. Water, drink more water. Give yourself at least 48 hours. The next 48-hour span that you get that's free is typically a weekend if you have the weekends off. If you don't have the weekends off, make some time. This is important because what you don't want to do is go down a path that's going to set you back. No setbacks. If anything, if you have no idea what to do, just stand fast, sit still, and continue to do things that you enjoy, that you like, that bring you peace, that bring you happiness, a little bit of, maybe some fun, some excitement. But don't step off the ledge until you know where you're going. Sure footing is what we're looking for. Sure footing. That way you always feel supported. You never feel left behind. You never feel like Spirit's not there with you. Sure footing. More messages, Spirit. You have a better knowing and a better understanding now of all. Listen. this is reflection time, really. Maybe that's why Spirit is suggesting that 24 to 48 hour time span off, that you sit with yourself and you commune with Spirit and you get the messages straight from the dome. This is reflection time. Like, this is a time to really take stock of everything that has happened, everything that you've accomplished, everything that, all of the obstacles that you have overcome, all of the demons that you've defeated. This is the time for you to actually appreciate how far you have come. I know it feels like dead space right now, but it's because Spirit and universe have conspired to give you some time to rejuvenate, to rest, to be in gratitude for everything that has happened and everything you overcome. Like, don't wait to get your flowers from other people. What you say, what you believe, and what you think is important. So how you feel about yourself is more important than what anybody else has to say. So your kudos and your accolades should come from you. And they should mean something from yourself, because you know what you've been through. You know how hard it was, no one else knows the depths of what has transpired with you like you do. So your opinion about yourself and your attaboys to yourself are way, way more accurate and way more important and power-packed than the next person who only has a surface ideal of what you've actually had to go through and overcome. Spirit speaks to you all the time. You just might not be clear. You might not have a clear enough vessel to get the messages. Everyone is built to receive messages from Spirit. It's like a tool, an antenna. You are an antenna. If you break the antenna doesn't work. Right? If you treat the antenna disrespectfully, you could damage it and it won't work. You're the antenna. So in order to get your messages directly from Spirit without having to have a middleman like myself, all you need to do is eat more fruits and vegetables, drink more water, take in less toxins. I didn't say stop taking in toxins, because a part of this experience is the contrast, living in the contrast, where they say a little bit of, let's say moderacy or things in, what's the phrase? Things done in moderacy is okay. Like, if you drink wine, like, that's okay. You can drink wine. But if you drink 2 and 3 bottles of wine a day, it's going to have an adverse effect on your vessel. You know? So I feel the burning. The burning desire for you to get out there and just do something, to go somewhere, to see some things, to experience some stuff. What's next? That's what I'm feeling, this energy coming from you. What's next? And the Spirit is saying everything will be laid out for you. You just have to follow the path. And in this moment, again, just appreciate how far you've come. Allow that passion. Allow yourself to feel the passion that you feel instead of passing it out this time. You know how we get excited about things and we're feeling the burning passion, like, oh, let's go do it. You want to give that energy out. No, this time sit with that energy. Let yourself feel the buildup of the energy that you've been able to produce for yourself. That burning desire on the inside, feel that. Sit in it. Let it permeate throughout your body, that it may it may enlighten, empower all of the cells in your body, that you might feel a sense of wholeness, right? Because if you're feeling this power, it's building up, and you give it out right away, you don't get to appreciate the momentum of energy that you've been able to build up for yourself. Like, take a moment, stop, appreciate what you're able to fucking produce. Appreciate what you are able to create as a creator here on this earth. And the most powerful thing that you have, aside from your intuition, is the energy that you create. That's why people want it. That's why people want you to do things for them, because it takes energy. That's why people want you to be around, because the type of vibe you're able to create with that energy is unmatched. Why don't you enjoy it for a minute? Enjoy your own delicious flow of energy. Feel that shit. Feel it. It feels good. Listen to some music, And I know you're thinking, well, I have things to do. I got other things to do. Yeah, we all do. But universe and spirit, again, has conspired this moment for you to have an introspective moment. That's why you're bored. Because you're missing the point. You're missing the moment. You're missing it. This is a time for you to chill, rejuvenate. I swear to you, the next step will come to you and it will fall in your lap. It will come to you. You won't have to think too hard about it when it's time to move. When it's time to do the next step, when it's time to move into the next cycle, I promise you, you won't have no questions. You'll just have an impulse. You'll be like, oh, okay, let me go do this. Right now, you're just, I don't know what to do, because you're supposed to be enjoying the energy that you're making on the inside of yourself. Enjoy that. Enjoy it. Listen to some music. Go take a walk in the park. Go, enjoy it. It's yours. You made it. Little messages, spirit. It is such a beautiful day today. The wind is blowing. Those trees are hella green. More messages, spirit. Yeah. Patience. I know. I used to hate that word too. Because it's like, patience. Patience. Like, I always got to be patient around this month. I completely get it. But look. Okay, let me just say it like this. Everything requires building blocks. Any monument, any structure, any world that was created had to start somewhere. And you had to build upon it in order to see something or creation in the end. Right? The most difficult part mentally about building or being patient is the time in between starting the project and ending the project, right? All of that space in between is the process, right? And so the hardest thing for us as humans who are gods on the inside and creators at heart is to wait for the creation to come about. That is probably the most difficult part about creating and being a creator. But what you have to do is you have to learn. This is something you have to learn to do because you have been taught to do, to speed through life and to, you have to learn to be patient, and you have to learn to enjoy the process, right? You have to learn to immerse yourself in every step that is happening in the process, because it can be uneventful sometimes. This is the time when you turn your attention to actually enjoying your current moment, right? Let's say you're building a robot, and you're building the robot for the outcome of you enjoying the completeness of your creation at the end. Like you're building the robot so that you can enjoy the robot when it's all completed. But it's going to take 100 hours for you to build the robot. What are you going to do in those 100 hours before you can enjoy the completion of the robot? Like, we know you're going to enjoy the completion of the robot because that's the point in building a robot in the first place, is because that's what you wanted to do. And so, but that 100 hours in the middle of that, like, what you going to do? You're putting the pieces together. It's monotonous sometimes. Where should your mind space be? Right? What things should you incorporate in this creative process that will help you to enjoy even more what you're doing and what you're producing and bringing into this earth, right? Examples of things that you could do when you're creating this robot, you're putting the pieces together, is maybe you like music, so you turn on some music. Now you bumping and jumping and enjoying the music while you're creating the robot, right? Or maybe you like to drink wine. Now you got a little cup of a little sippy sip while you're monotonously putting together the pieces of the robot. That's probably a word I just made up. But you get the point. Like, let the work be done that needs to be done. But in the process, you are in charge of everything. So why don't you add things in that you like along the way? Right? I hope that metaphor helps. I hope that works. I hope that metaphor works for you. More message of spirit. The downtimes. Like, what do you do in the downtimes? Reflect. Enjoy the memories. That's the point. All you are memories. You could not operate if you didn't have memories. So take the time to enjoy the memories that you have of the things that you have accomplished, the things that you have overcome, the things that you've been through. Enjoy that. Smile. Say, I'm grateful for that. And then allow yourself to feel the emotions. This is how you enjoy the process while you're waiting for the outcome of what you're currently creating or what you're getting ready to take a new endeavor in. And especially right now, with the energy, you could be experiencing a lot of like sacral chakra energy, creativity, right? Maybe that's why you have this urge and push to do something. Let's go, right? Your energy is starting to regenerate, in this rest. That's what the resting period is for, is rejuvenation, regeneration, so that you can go on and make new wish fulfillments happen, So you might be, what I'm saying, you might be a little horny. That sacral chakra energy will do that to you. Hey, go let it out. If you were in a place to be able to do so for now, and then when it's time to create again, you'll get more of that energy. Don't worry. It might be a beautiful experience. Go ahead, let it out. Whether you're with yourself or with someone else, enjoy it. You created the energy. Now enjoy the energy that you created. More messages, Spirit. More messages, Spirit. This energy is really powerful. I know, now I understand why you feel like you need to do something, go somewhere, be in something, but go exercise. If the energy you feeling inside of you is so strong that you're like, like what's going on? Like, what's next? Just go release some of that. And releasing that energy, you will be building yourself up. So you're actively giving that energy back to yourself. So if you go exercise, right, what are you doing? You're strengthening your muscles, but you're releasing that energy at the same time. So you're using the energy to build yourself up, right? That's how you reinvest in yourself instead of going to give it out to someone else. And I know you want to share it because it's in us to share. But this is your time. This is your time. It's your time. Do you? Yeah. Leave the past in the past. Leave the past in the past. If you let it go, let it go. If you let something go, let it go. Let it go. That's a person, especially people. If you let it go, let it go. Don't look back. Anything that's supposed to meet you where you are will meet you where you are. Don't look back, though. You're in a good place. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it because you're bored. More messages, Spirit. Yeah, it's all for you. Whoever you had to leave in the past, whatever you had to let go, whatever you had to cut ties with, now it's the time for you to pull your emotions back. Our emotions are the most, aside from our intuition, the power that we have on the inside of us, express through emotions and actions. The emotional part is the magical wand. Like your emotions, those are the wands, because it brings to you what you're focused on, if that makes sense. Right? So let's say you're mad at somebody. That emotion of being angry brings more. Anger is a negative emotion, so it brings more negativity to the situation. You literally create more through your emotions. So Make sure that you are using your emotions wisely. The best emotion you could have in a time like this is gratitude. Your canvas is like open. You have an open canvas for manifestation and creation. What you don't want to do is to start thinking and reminiscing about people who have hurt you or people you've had to heal from. Because what you'll do is you'll start to bring in that negative energy to the space that has just been open and cleared for you to be able to create and start a new path. And then you'll end up going right back into the old cycles that you just cut yourself from. So you have to be intentional about where your mental focus is and the emotions that you're giving out to certain things, people, places, situations. Like, pull that shit back. Pull them emotions back. Pull it back. Give emotion to things that deserve your focus. If it doesn't deserve your focus, it doesn't deserve your emotion. Last message, Spirit. Last message, Spirit. Continue to stay on the light side. That's what I'll say. We all have demons that come to try and provoke us, test us, be in our space, take our energy, redirect our focus in a way that's detrimental to us. That's not good. Just continue to be the light and to search for the light, because in a time like this, in this open space you have, what they say, what's the phrase? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. You've completely cleared your space. And now what you don't want to happen is for you to have this open space, and then you start to again go backwards, or start to think in negative ways, or like maybe nothing's happening when in all actuality this is the catapult towards your next journey, leg of the journey, your next creation, your next, fulfillment. An idle mind is the devil's playground. This space is yours to do with whatever you want to. Just make sure that you're doing what you want to do, and that you're following the light, if you so choose to. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that all of your wishes come true. I hope that you experience what you set out to experience, and I hope that you take heed to the words of Spirit, that your days may be long and satisfying. Have a good day.